Hello and welcome to the Two Ace Podcast, the podcast designed to help you manifest your Two Ace mindset. My name is Josh Brooks and my one focus is success through the art of discipline and flow. I hope you enjoy the episode. Now let's get right into it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is you are joining me today. I hope you're having a good one. And today I'm going to be talking about journaling. Now, journaling is really important, and I find it crucial in self-reflection and development. In that, when I first started my journey, I started to journal, and I've been able to document not only my progress throughout time, but also the things I've done, where I've been, how I've been, and why. I've been able to track my habits. I've been able to track my thoughts, and it's just great. It's a form of self-expression, it's a form of reflection, and it's a form of output. Now, what do I mean by an output? So an output is it's something that allows you to be creative, put something out there, be productive, and do some work. Now, journaling, it's not necessarily a term of work that is difficult or strenuous in any way, shape, or form, because you can describe and you can create your own structure that you want to have in your own journal, because it's personal. You can have it as private or as public as you choose, and that's why it's so good. Now, I would highly recommend journaling. It is so good. Just get a book, get a pen, whenever you want. Just write in it. Write the date. Write a title. You don't have to write a title. Write the date though. That's important. And just write whatever's on your mind, whatever comes to you. Just write. It could be one word, it could be a few words, it could be 7 million pages. It's up to you. It's your journal, and I would highly recommend it. It is really good. Now, so the structure of my journal and the structure that I would recommend for journaling is like this. So you open the page, you put the title and the date. So I write the day, so like Sunday, and then I write the date, like the 3rd of November 2001, whatever. And then I try and write a title, so sort of like something that can really, the main thing that's on my mind. So let's say the Two Ace Podcast. So then I'd write about the Two Ace Podcast. So I'd write anything on my mind that I could figure out. I'd be like, right, okay, what's the next episode that I want to record? How is it going so far? What do I want to do to improve it? Yeah, and that's sort of a nice structure that I do now. And when I first started, the structure that I would do is this. So I would write the tasks that I've done in a day. So I'd write tasks, and then I would list all the little tasks I did in the day. And then I would analyze each task, and I would be like, right, okay, so what habits have I been repeating that are good? And I will celebrate them. I go, oh, good job. And what habits have I been repeating, or that I have seen a pattern of, that I don't want? And I would develop some sort of, not necessarily a punishment, but like negative reinforcement in a way, and positive reinforcement for the good ones. In that, if I found myself doing a bad habit, staying up late, eating junk food all the time, or whatever it might be, I'd be like, right, okay, so as soon as I realise that, do 10 press-ups, just as a random example. And I'd have these tasks, and then I'd have something like what went well, even better if, and I'd reflect on it, and I'd build up a relationship with my habits and understand like what's going on, and then I'd do like a things to mention section, which I'd write a bit about things that don't correlate necessarily to the task I've done in the day, maybe just thoughts or just things that have happened. And this sort of progressed. I've had different structures in my journal over the time I've been journaling. So I've been journaling for the past year or year and a half now. I'm on my third book, and I've been doing it pretty much every day. And honestly, yeah, like I said, I would recommend it highly. It's up to you. It's an amazing form of self reflection, and so that would be my daily structure of doing my tasks, doing the what went well, even better if, and things to mention. I would also have a weekly structure. So every Sunday, I would do like a weekly reflection. So I would do like a phrase or a sentence or a little paragraph explaining how the week went, and did I achieve the goals that I set out the previous week. That moves on to the weekly goals. Now, I would try and set myself, I think initially I did 10, but that was quite a lot. But I think five, three to eight, five plus or minus three, two, whatever you want really. Like, I do five, you can do three, you can do eight, you can do nine, you can do 12, whatever. It doesn't matter. But at the moment I'm doing 5 goals per week, and I set them out. So I do like a weekly goals, bullet point, goal, bullet point, goal, bullet point, goal. And at the end of it, I write. Say if it's like something that is cumulative, so like go to the gym 5 times a week, I then write tally, and then every night when I journal, I write like a little tally, and I see it build up over the week. And then at the end of the week, if I've completed it, there's a little box that I tick. Boom. And then the following week, I then look back and I'm like, all right, okay, so how many ticks have I got? Okay, I've only got 4 out of 5 ticks, which is the one that I didn't do. And I'd be like, right, why didn't I do that? And then I understand why and how I can improve on that for the next week. And it's great. It gives you that day in, day out, weekly motivation if it lacks in some aspects of your life. Now, I also do a monthly reflection, and that is asking myself 10 questions. Now, these 10 questions are as follows. So, monthly reflection. Number 1, what am I grateful for? Number 2, what am I thinking? Number 3, am I acting according to my principles? Number 4, what am I doing? Number 5, where/who am I spending time with? Number 6, am I eating to live or living to eat? Number 7, am I holding on to something I need to let go of? Number 8, am I reacting or responding? Number 9, am I giving back? And number 10, where am I heading? Now, I read these somewhere, and I thought they're a really good idea of some questions to ask yourself. And that's how I set it up as my monthly reflection. So I think it's really important to keep doing that, and it's just do it once a month. Maybe the same answers repeat month after month after month, but it's important to keep track of those sort of questions. And also the structure that you can have is a long-term structure. So say if you want to write down like your yearly goals, 10 yearly goals, you can do it by all means. I sometimes find myself writing, right, okay, so in order to do my long-term goal, which is this, blah, 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 today I need to do this. This week I need to do this. This month I need to do this. And it's really helpful because it gives you that drive, it gives you that direction to go in. And again, that is really important. Now, journaling. You can make it as boring, you can make it as fun as you want. Sometimes I find myself sort of unable to try and express how I'm feeling, how I'm thinking, what's going on. So, I try and, or I write in rhymes, I write in poetry sometimes, and it's quite nice because you can not only rhyme the words and make it sound good, but you can make it look good. And when I first got into journaling, I did quite a few poems, and I'm sure I'll share them at some point. But some of these poems act as sort of affirmations in a way, and I think that's really powerful. You can see them on paper, and they can have like a hidden meaning in how they look or how they sound or something like that. And yeah, you can be as creative as you want with it, and it's great. Like, you can make stories up about your day, about your week. Like, just get a book, just get a pen, write the date, and just write. And if you do this every day, or just aim to do it once a week, just get a book out and write. That's all I'm asking. Just do that, and trust me, if you remain consistent with this, consistency compounds, and maybe you'll find yourself doing it every day. Maybe you'll find yourself writing 20 pages a day, and it'll turn into a book that you'll publish, and it'll be great. Who knows? Maybe it won't. Maybe you won't ever share it to anyone. It's up to you. Like I said, I couldn't recommend journaling enough. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. As always, remain consistent, achieve dreams. I've been your host, Josh. 2 Ace, 1 Focus.